We recognize that we are all living through and with some tough situations in our country right now.
We think it's really important that we stop and pay attention when things like these happen.
We know that we all carry a lot of emotions.
And it's okay not to be okay.
Therefore, we encourage you to love and uplift each other
by giving words of encouragement,
for support,
and always communicate with grace.
If you have something nice to
say it loud. Kind words spoken to another could change their entire day.
We also recognize that we consistently combat the negative messages, specifically
racial, religious, ability, and gender targeting.
Whether it is a comment in the cafeteria,
social media,
or a national event, any act of hate and intolerance against a person or a group
negatively impacts us all.
Hate can come in many different forms.
Judging someone because of their race or religion or anything like that about them.
Saying comments or racial slurs.
It could be a mean comment on Instagram or a harsh whisper in the home.
And inequality, and not giving everyone you know the exact same rights.
Making these funny jokes that y'all think is so funny, it really isn't.
They made me feel guilty for something I didn't do because race isn't a choice.
And hate also looks like being a downer and being a bully.
It can be simply unwilling to appreciate somebody else.
And it's really hurtful, and it's deeper than everyone thinks it is. And it's not something to just joke around with, because even when you're joking, it's still hate.
At WBMS, we work to teach and promote respect and inclusion
through the Webb way. Our desire is for every individual in our community to feel valued for who they are and what they bring to our school.
We can learn so much from one another.
So be careful with your words.
Once they are said, they can be forgiven, but not always forgotten. Hate of any place has no place at WBMS.
Whenever you hate somebody and you hate something, it's because you don't understand or you don't appreciate where they come from.
There are different backgrounds, different traditions, different things that they do.
What their beliefs are, what their values are. So because it might be slightly different than yours, then you use hate.
Hate is when someone feels passionate dislike for someone.
Those comments that people make mocking other people, you might make one person laugh. You're putting down one other person. It's just not okay, and there's zero tolerance here.
Our school vision intentionally includes the words inclusive community.
The word inclusive means to not leave anybody out, to include all people.
Including everyone of every race, religion, or just for who they are, but just including everybody in general.
Inclusiveness isn't just tolerating people. It's going the extra mile to make them feel welcome.
Through an inclusive community, we commit to cultivate each facet of each child in order to have a positive impact on tomorrow. School programs such as Black History Month, the Daffodil Project, and Together Tuesday definitely creates a more inclusive climate.
The events give students the chance to show their diverse talents to other students and teachers.
So the events for the Daffodil Project were super eventful and important and impactful because it brought our community closer together, and it enforced the entire feeling of the Daffodil Project and what being in the Jewish Club really means, and it allowed the entire community to reflect on the events of the Holocaust, and it just really opened up the feelings of others and, really advocated for what we were all feeling.
Being a part of the Black History Month essay contest was exciting for me because I enjoy writing, and it was interesting for me to write about something I'm passionate about.
As you may have seen, I was part of the Together Tuesday morning show. How did it feel to be part of that show? Whenever I did that video, I felt pretty vulnerable. I really didn't know what to expect because I was sharing things that I was a little bit embarrassed about. I was embarrassed about growing up in a place where there wasn't a lot of employment, there wasn't a lot of opportunities, and now we live here, where there's ample opportunities, and it's such a fantastic place.
It lets everyone in WBMS feel like they're at home
it made me feel recognized for everyone of my past who was not recognized. And being a part of the Daffodil Project also gave me time to think about what I stand for and who I am and my religion, and being a young Jewish teenager is something that was frowned upon in the past. And so being able to be recognized and to really light up everything that happened from the past and make sure to know who I am and what my roots are, to reflect on everything that happened and to teach others who may not know as much as I personally know.
And through these programs, we can gain an understanding of those different from ourselves.
Respect the diverse culture that WBMS students have, and be kind.
Inviting people in, understanding people, asking people questions, and giving people your opinions. Understanding that your opinion may be different from my opinion, but that does not necessarily mean your opinion is wrong. It just means your opinion is different.
And it is why we learn about and celebrate our difference.
Despite those differences, we should be able to come together, and we should be able to celebrate each other's differences and embrace each other's differences.
There are lots of different people from lots of different areas with lots of different backgrounds, and we're all very, very similar, even with those backgrounds. And the one common thing is, once you get to know these people, you understand much more about them.
We do not celebrate because we must. We celebrate our differences
because that is who we are. No matter what negative messages you may have heard in your lives about who you are,
we want you to know that you are valued. We see you, Webbridge. We hear you. And we are here for you.
Recuerda, Webbridge, estamos aquí para ti.
If you need to talk, reach out.